Evening, everyone. Thank you for joining tonight's post-match press conference with Austin FC head coach Josh Wolff. As always, please use the raised hand function, and we'll get to as many questions as we can. With the first question tonight, we will go to Mike Craven from the Austin Statesman. Mike?
Yeah, Coach, just wondering what explanation you got on that red card, kind of what you saw from it on your angle.
There wasn't one, and the fourth doesn't give any explanation. I tried to talk to the official afterwards, and all we hear is that he's got to go look at it up top. But there's a few real questionable things happening out there tonight, and I know we're the expansion team. First of all, I'm extremely proud of our guys. They busted their ass the whole time, and for majority of this game, we were the better team. And even when we were down a guy, I loved our willingness to compete and fight and keep driving the game. And that's what these guys have been the whole time. Of course, we missed goals. We missed opportunities. We should have scored in the first half. There's a couple half chances in the second half, and we're down guys. But the red card is not a red card. One, I think he's offsides before the play even happens. So, I mean, what they're doing and what they're looking at, I have no idea. But it was laughable. I think it was really laughable. And the second part is when Sebastian gets fouled like he does in the second half, and it's our DP, and the guy comes through and he knows exactly what he's doing, it's a red card. There's absolutely no excuse for not seeing that and calling. I think it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's unfortunate. We're lucky Sebastian, his leg came out of the ground, or his foot came out of the ground, or it could have been much worse. We'll have to see how he is, but more proud about our guys. Obviously disappointed with the result. There was more in it for us. Like I said, I feel like we were the better team. Again, down a guy, it's a different filter and a different lens, but there's no doubt that we came here to play and compete. And again, we go away with no points, but I go away really proud of my group, and they're proud of themselves as well. They understand what tonight was about.
I don't know if I have this exactly right, but by my count, this was the 16th different starting lineup and the 9th in a row that was different. How is that tough? Is that something that's overblown? Like how hard has it been to build consistency during this year?
Well, I think there's a lot of consistencies in our lineup. I mean, there are changes that we make. We're not scoring goals, so you do need to give other people opportunity. But I think, here and there changes are pretty subtle. The back line's been pretty much intact the whole time. Pepe's been out, and once he's back in, we're pretty sound with our back six. But I mean, I'd say, yeah, it can play a role, but we're also not winning games, and we're not, scoring goals, and we're trying to we're trying to find certainly the right formula. And we got to continue to work at it. Sebastian, again, was his first time playing a game in over a month, so it was good to get him out there. I thought, again, his contributions are noticeable. He's got high quality. He connects the game extremely well. We got to do a better job getting him behind the line, and as a group getting behind the line. It was frustrating to see. Cecilio needs to run behind the line. Diego needs to run. We got to play balls behind the line, and the willingness has to be there more. When we do that, we're a different team. There's a verticality to it. But again, we had a couple headers inside the six. We hit the post. Balls that we shoot across the face of goal, we've got to be crashing and putting everything into it. And those things still have to come, and there has to be more from our guys to get on the end of some of this.
Thanks, Mike. We'll go to Chris Bills at the striker. Chris?
Josh, what can you tell us about what you know about Sebastian's situation after that play? What were you told afterward, and I guess what do you know right now about his status?
You mean from the ref or from our medical team?
From the medical team.
Yeah. We haven't really talked about it yet.
Okay. And then can you talk about what you saw in build-up today? It seemed like you just didn't get the front four maybe as involved as you maybe would have wanted. Did you feel like the guys in the back six were taking on as many brave passes, trying to break lines? Danny seemed like he maybe struggled more than usual tonight. I'm just curious what you.
No, I didn't see it that. I didn't see it that way at all. I didn't see it that he struggled. I think obviously I think we moved the ball through them pretty well. We got into wide areas pretty easily, but we got to run behind the line. I mean, a big part of it is getting behind the line. Hector can play some balls. I think Hector was unusually slightly off with some of his passing tonight. And Z was certainly fatigued. You could see it was a struggle with maybe a little bit of the altitude for him. But again, I think we got it. We moved the ball around. Again, fine, but we need to get behind the line. We got to put balls in front of it. And it's such a fast, nice surface. Having position on the line with Sebastian and Cecilio, or Diego, you've got to put balls in front of goal, and then we've got to have those guys crashing the goal. And we created some overloads on the right side again to get to the end line, and again, shooting, passing, those are the decisions and the final quality that still is eluding us. But I didn't see as you're mentioning, a real struggle to build up or to play forward. I didn't see that at all. But
I guess just through the middle, if I could follow up real quick on that, because that's maybe I was just watching it from a standpoint of, was the plan to play more in the wide areas tonight, or did you want to try to play through did you feel like you played through the middle enough, I guess?
Yeah, again, I think we went through the middle. We also go through the outsides. And there are a lot of guys in the middle part of the field, so you do want to get to the wide areas and ask questions of them there to bring them out, and then you get access to the middle. So again, I think we did that a number of times where now Dan, Pepe and Alex hit diagonal, so we do work through there. Again, I'll look at it. I appreciate the criticism. I didn't quite see it the same way, but clearly you got a good eye for it.
We'll move on to Jorge Iturralde. Jorge.
Thank you, Ryan. Josh, what was your decision? Why was your decision of having Sebastian as a number 9?
Well, I think, we certainly talked to him about it coming into this, and, he's seen us play. He's seen some of the opportunities that we've missed, and he looked at that as a great opportunity to get certainly on the front line, on the back line of opponents, and being able to get in front of goal. And he has the ability to come underneath to play in channels and create overloads and be a bit more of a withdrawn 9. So for our first game, we want to see where he's at, but also we want to get all of our guys out on the field. An important part today was having our best players out on the field that we felt in this game were going to give us an opportunity to score. Having Pereira back in there, and then now how do we assemble things with Tomas and Cecilio and Sebastian and Diego? So I think the personnel it was good to have all those guys out there. We it's a little bit of a new obviously a new chemistry with Sebastian, but he's got tons of quality, and we got to find ways to utilize his qualities and link them up with the rest of the group. But again, I hope he's all right, but we talked a little bit to him personally to see what position he'd like to play. We still don't have a striker, so that's also part of it. We'll continue to evaluate what makes most sense for all the players.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jorge. We'll go to Ben Bear. Ben.
Hi, Josh. Freddie, after the match, was quick to compliment you guys on the amount of grit you showed in the second half. And Brian Dunseth was also talking about it a lot on the broadcast. What kind of this performance in the second half, how does it help to build like a culture within the team and like help to build a culture within the team?
Yeah, I think you see what the culture is. I think you see what the environment and the identity is. This team works and they're tireless and they play good soccer. And, we appreciate the kind words and the sentiment. We felt that as well as coaches, as bystanders watching it and taking part in the game. And our players pour their heart into it. And, I think they're a little unfairly done tonight. And that's life. We're the expansion team. We're the new guys, and we're not going to get the benefits that maybe some of these other teams do. And that's life. We got to dust ourselves off. We earn our respect by playing and competing, scoring goals and winning games. That's how it's going to happen for us. And, there's a lot of positives in tonight, but it will certainly continue to galvanize this group. They came in the locker room really pissed off, which is good to see. Even going down a guy, they felt like there was something in it. Of course, the opponents get chances through that, but you love the grittiness, you love the competing, and the leadership is strong within that group. And we're in the middle of this, and we're going to be better for it in the long run. It sucks right now, but that's the deal. We're gonna continue to get better, and sooner or later we're going to be talking about this in the past.
Mark Turner, last word on soccer.
Hey, Coach. I was really impressed with the attacking line-out you put out today. The team played with great fluidity, particularly in the first part of the first half. And like you said, they showed great courage in the second half when they were a man down. However, this is the 11 games now without a goal.
Yeah.
You've got some great players out there, like I said, a great style of play developing, but how do you turn this around? How desperate are you for a number 9? Is it just simply a case of bringing in a number 9 and everything clicks into place?
Well, I think we're all desperate to score the goals. We talk about it, we focus on it during the week with exercise, with individual work. So, we're certainly desperate for it. And I think we manufacture opportunities and we put ourselves in positions, and for lack of a better word, we're not able to finish off opportunities at the moment. A 9 won't come in and necessarily fix it, but it will help. Again, I think tonight was about putting as many of the pieces on the field, all the pieces on the field that we could, and getting them in the positions that they've been best in. And our wins have come with, again, the structure that we had tonight, personnel wise, and that was part of the thought behind it. And again, I think there was good fluidity. It's certainly some good dynamic, but we have to have more desire to get on the end of some of these things, and balls that are coming across the face that guys aren't arriving for is a struggle for me to watch. But we need goals, and I think we've moved around a little bit structurally what we've done at times, but it still comes down to a willingness, and it still comes down to a quality at times. And for whatever reason right now, we can't seem to get off. We either get 2 or 3 goals or more, or we don't score. And that's, it's humbling to see. It's humbling to be part of, but we continue to work at it. And, this group will continue to get better.
Coach, also picking up on what Chris said as well, it seemed like Danny was a little quiet this evening. I was wondering whether you purposely kind of shackled him back because you had so many attacking options on the field, or if he just didn't get up as much as you would have expected.
Well, I think Pereira and Alex do a good job controlling the middle. And when Alex drops in, Pepe's more attached to the back line, so he doesn't have the ability to move forward as much. But when he also does that, it allows our attacks to move pretty quickly. But again, I don't know that Danny necessarily gets that far up into the attack. He usually heads out into the wider areas with overloads and whatnot. But I'll look at it. And again, I think for him, obviously he's getting fit again, he's getting strong again, so it's good to have him out there. But we hope everyone can contribute and make an impact. And we'll have to look at it and see what you guys are talking about.
We have time for 2 last questions. First up, Phil West. Phil.
Great. Thanks, Ryan. Hey, Josh. Obviously with Zon's injury and with the red card for Cascante, you probably didn't have kind of the substitution patterns that you wanted to necessarily. Would you have possibly brought in offensive players a little bit earlier than you did if you had those subs available to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got to weigh what's happening in the game and how it looks, and certainly physically where we're at. But yeah, I think, again, if you have 11 players, the score line could also be different. It's a challenge to know exactly how we would have played it had it played out in normal circumstances. But I thought Nicky came on and did a good job, which was nice to get him back in there and up to speed. Johnny gave us good minutes. And again, I think Rodney is, it's a difficult situation when you come on as a reserve and you're down a guy and you're down a goal. But Johan, I thought, showed great determination, great calm with the ball in dueling. And that's going to help him out as well. So some good opportunities for guys to get in there. I mean, obviously, if it was normal circumstances and we needed a goal, yes, we probably would have made other offensive moves possibly earlier.
Real quick follow on, how's Zon's prognosis with the injury?
We're going to have to see. I'm not totally sure. Obviously he was unable to continue. So it looked like something with his, certainly his foot, his ankle, and we'll take a look.
And for the last question of the evening, we'll go to Mario Tapia. Mario.
Thank you. Good night, Coach. What would you tell the fans who are getting really frustrated about how things are going? I mean, they're seeing their team with a lot of possession during the games, but creating some chances in the front, but no goals and no points, and the team at the bottom of the table. What would you tell them?
Yeah, no, I can understand. And, that's criticism that's, certainly warranted. We're not scoring goals. We're not winning games. We're aware of, what this game is about and the need to get results. We got to score goals. And again, I think we do a decent job of creating those opportunities. And unfortunately, when we don't score, it has, certainly a trickle down effect in the game. When we do score, it has a real uptick in the game. So, we spent a lot of time this week working on that, talking about that, committing to that. And, I think it's unfortunate to come out of here again tonight with no goals and certainly a loss. But, I understand the frustration of the fans, but, I don't think it's a lack of commitment or quality of our players. It's just we're unable to get over the hurdle too often in these games. And, I think it's something that, we're going to continue to work on and try to get better at. And, the fan support has been tremendous throughout, and I hear it and feel it and see it everywhere I go in Austin, and certainly not just in our stadium. So we're quite thankful for everything that the fans give us. And these players pour their heart and soul into the games. I think that was evident again. And we'll look forward to coming back to Q2 on Wednesday and having an opportunity to get 3 points in front of our fans.
Thanks for your time.